So Hamas attacked the Nova Music Festival. Well, the people who got attacked at the Nova Music Festival are now suing Israeli security establishment for failing to protect them. And in typical fashion, the Israeli security forces are going to be offering a credit for next year's festival.
Free tickets next year.
It's going to be run by the people who brought you the Fire Festival.
But this is real. They are suing them. 42 Israelis who attended the Nova Music Festival near the Gaza border that was attacked on October 7th have sued the Israeli security establishment for failing to protect the event. The lawsuit filed a claim for $56 million against Israeli Shin Bet security agency, the Israeli Defense Forces, the Defense Ministry, and the Israeli police, and says the agency's, quote, negligence and gross oversight allowed the Hamas attack on the festival to happen.
I mean, they do have a case.
So no matter who they sue, the American taxpayers and people are going to pick up the bill for this.
That's fair. Also, isn't it weird to be having it on the Gaza border of all places, regardless of the Hamas
So I
forecast?
heard that the place where they were having that music festival is technically Palestinian land. Did you hear that?
I haven't heard that, no.
Could you Google that, Misha, see if that's true?
So you would want to have Shin Bet let you know if it was safe to do that, I guess, there.
So they didn't because the point being made was that they didn't technically even invade Israel, that they were just going to their own territory that is now occupied. So Misha's on that. We're gonna see if we can verify that in a second. A single phone call by IDF officials to the commander responsible for the party to disperse it immediately in view of the expected danger would have saved lives and prevented the physical and mental injuries of hundreds of partygoers, including the plaintiffs. That's what the lawsuit says. Haaretz has reported that top Israeli military officials held consultations the night before October 7th to discuss warnings it received about a possible Hamas attack. So Alex Jones when he came out, it looks like Alex Jones was right when he said that they let this happen on purpose so that they could go in and mow down everybody in Gaza and take over the land.
So wait, does Nova, I'm just out of curiosity, does Nova have like a IDF guy they talk to about if they can do this? Or is it like Nova's just a business and thought they would just get a call from them?
I don't know. Call me crazy, but I just kind of feel like, not that I'm blaming the victims or anything, I just kind of feel like if you have a music festival next to a concentration camp, you're kind of a sick fuck.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, here's what it says here, Kurt. Nobody in the Israeli military notified the Nova Festival organizers of the threat, even though the event the event was supposed to be under IDF protection.
I could have just read that, I guess.
Yeah,
rather than running my
there
mouth.
It is. On the night between October 6th and October 7th, at least 2 IDF assessments were held due to unusual incidents on the Gaza Strip border. One near midnight and another assessment close to 3 a.m., several hours before the Hamas attack. That's what the lawsuit says. The festival's production team has said that they could have evacuated the party even if they received a warning just 1 hour before the attack. Once attackers descended on the festival, the partygoers were told they were on their own. Organizers contacted the Israeli military around 7 a.m. the morning of the attack, and Israeli forces didn't get to the scene until 3 p.m. You know why? Because what I like to say is they had just eaten lunch and they were afraid they were going to get a cramp.
Oh, I thought they were they're shooting each other because they suck.
I think they were on the phone with their Jewish mothers, and you know how they talk. Once the Israeli military did show up, they started firing indiscriminately at Palestinian militants and Israeli civilians. An Israeli police investigation found that an IDF helicopter that arrived at the scene fired on Hamas fighters and also hit some festival participants. That's got nothing to do with why they buried all those cars, right?
I mean, if they killed those 3 guys that were Israeli with no shirts, waving and speaking in Hebrew, and they just mowed them right down, the IDF,
yes.
Nobody, journalists are going down.
Yep.
Right. They will just shoot it, whatever it is, just shoot it.
Yep.
Thousands of people attended the festival, and the lawsuit says a total of 364 partygoers were killed during the Hamas attack, and 40 were taken captive in Gaza. Israeli officials have said they don't think Hamas knew about the festival and attacked it spontaneously when they came across the event on the morning of October. What?
In fairness to Hamas, if you were armed and you saw a rave, wouldn't you attack?
Or if you've been watching your people get starved and slaughtered for generations,
you would take it out on the person dancing with glow sticks?
It might enrage you to see the people were having a party.
Yeah, they're playing some deep house music.
Yeah.
Initially, a festival was scheduled to take place at their location on October 5th and 6th and was only approved to be extended into Saturday, October 7th, earlier that week. Another report from Haaretz revealed that Gaza's division's operation officer, Lieutenant Colonel Sahar Fogel, opposed the extension, arguing it was a needless security risk, but was told by his superiors to approve it.
Wow, you know, one thing I love is that, because in America, remember how quick everybody just drop it. We need to be together right now. And they're not doing none of that over there. They're suing and yelling and getting in the streets like...
You listen, mister. You make us victims of Hamas. We're coming for you. We got lawyers.
Yeah. Here's a tweet by GM Friends of Palestine. Nova Festival survivors sue Israeli state for army negligence. The lawsuit does not address evidence that Israeli forces killed many of the partygoers who died at the event through helicopter airstrikes. And here's all the cars. Do you think Hamas did this? You think Hamas has the ability to do this?
You don't think their hang glider guns did it?
You don't think that? Yeah.
No, Israel did it. This is what I love is because America's the kids' table at Thanksgiving as far as information.
Yeah.
Like we don't if you just read their thing, you could see exactly what happened, just out in the open. It's amazing.
Come see us do a live stand-up show. We'll be in Venice, California, Palmdale, California, Omaha, Des Moines, Milwaukee, Lansing, Bend, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Boston, Massachusetts, and we're going to Europe. Do you live in Europe? We're going to be there. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets.